Good evening, Heart for the Community Initiative. Good evening for all of our viewers by way of YouTube and by way of Facebook. We thank you once again for being a part of our audience. Welcome to another edition of the Heart for the Community Initiative interview series. I am your host, Carl Armstrong. I serve as Director of Operations for Heart for the Community Initiative. So glad that you're here with us again. Glad that you decided to spend a few minutes with us. And as you can see, we have another wonderful guest, Miss Michelle Myers Riddick. She is the owner of Riddick Entertainment and Events. And we are just so glad to have her here. She does a whole lot of things. She really does. She is an amazing woman. I've gotten to know her as we have worked together in the movement
Right.
in this Northern Virginia region. And as always, my number one fan, Tisha Armstrong, my wife, is the first one to jump on and comment. I absolutely love it. Thank you, sweetie. So, Michelle, welcome to Heart for the Community Initiative. We are so happy that you took some time with us this evening. Welcome.
Thank you so much. And thanks so much for inviting me on. I've been a big fan of you guys. I watch all the time in which I can. So I'm really happy to be here today.
Okay, wonderful. I want you, if you can, give the audience a little introduction of yourself. I do have your bio, but I don't think anybody can tell it quite like you can. So why don't you let them know who you are?
Well, again, I'm Michelle Myers Riddick. I'm originally from New York City. And I've been in the Northern Virginia area for over 20 years now. I am the Chief Event Officer for Riddick Entertainment and Events. We are a full service event planning and travel management firm, and we specialize in corporate, social, destination, and wedding events. I also sit on two boards. I sit on the Virginia Black Business Directory Board, and I also sit on the United Black Councils Board. I'm also the state manager for the Association of Bridal Consultants. I have a husband, three kids, and four grandchildren. So
Oh, wow.
that's a little bit about me.
That's a whole lot about you. So what got you into the entertainment business, the weddings and all of the different events? What sparked that for you?
Oh, Carl, my grandmother it was the essential everything. She was queen bee, social butterfly. So I grew up with that. So her house was the house to be at for every function. It was at her home. So I just grew up this way. I didn't know growing up what it was called. Growing up in New York City, you were to get a city job, and it wasn't really pushed to be an quote unquote event planner. So I didn't know what to call it or how to look for a job for it. I just knew I loved to do it. So with her, with me working with her and, just doing all our family events, I just love it. So I just grew up doing it.
Oh, that is awesome. And you turned it into a pretty vibrant business. I mean,
I did.
when you look back at your first event and
Ooh.
you look at your last event that you just did, what would you tell that young event planner that she didn't know today?
Charge your worth.
And that is a lesson. Matter of
Yes,
fact, that
charge your
lesson
worth.
cost you, didn't it? That lesson cost.
Oh, yes, 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 yes. I was my first professional event. I was the event planner, the decorator, the caterer, and I believe I was the bartender too. I'm not sure about the bartender, but I know I was behind there a little bit too. I was everything. I think I charged that lady $1,000.
Wow, but you learned.
Oh, did I learn? Yes,
That's
I
amazing.
did learn. Yes.
Hey,
So
listen, the audience might be asking, man, why in the world are you interviewing this lady about her business? Let me tell you something. This is Heart for the Community Initiative. And Michelle Myers Riddick and Riddick Entertainment and Events and everything else that she does is a vital part of our community. Remember, during this pandemic, one thing Heart for the Community wants to do, since we can't get out like we used to, and we're able to do a little bit of things now. Well, what we wanted to do was bring you information from right here in your household. You can catch us on your phone or on your PC, and so we want to let you know who she is and what the business is all about. But it's not just about the business. If you stay tuned, you're going to see there's much more to Miss Michelle.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Now, is the entertainment and event business, is that the only business that you run?
Yeah. Well, I have a couple other smaller businesses. I am opening what we call the Shell Mart. It's going to be a rival to the Walmart, and I'm speaking it into existence. I just want to give a platform for people to. Everybody wants to buy black and do different things. We don't have to support all these big conglomerates. There's enough room out there for everyone. So I'm building an online store right now. So that's coming where you can get your basic needs, your soaps, your deodorants, things of that nature. You don't always have to go to Walmart, Target, and things of that nature to get those items. So that's coming soon. I also have a notary business. I am a notary, public notary for the state of Virginia. So I have a vibrant business with that as well.
My God, how many jobs do you have, my friend?
Listen, they said all successful people have at least 7 streams of income.
Well, I think you own it. I think you own it. Let me see how many I got. I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
Okay, all right.
I'm gonna get there. Oh, and your auntie is letting you know you left some out, and manager of the Beehive. How
Oh,
about
yeah, I am the
that?
manager of the Beehive. I forgot.
I love Elisa Middleton. She is all right with
Me
me,
too.
and a tremendous guest too. Yes, my dear, we're gonna have you back. So one thing that I've really been impressed with you, and this is how I met you when we were out, doing community activism. How
Yes.
long have you been engaged in community activism, and what organizations are you involved with?
Oh, I've been working in the community for years, New York City as well as here. As far as the activism part of it. And more recently, within the past few years, but I do a lot of volunteer work. I do Meals on Wheels, and when I was in New York, I used to do Meals on Heels. My company is a strong partner with the Lois Ann Hope House. Every year, for the past about 5 years, my husband and I host a barbecue with a purpose, and all the proceeds go to Lois Ann Hope House, which is a organization for homeless women and children. So the premise of it was every 4th of July, everybody's having this big barbecue, and we're gonna do that. But my husband one year said, "Hey, why don't we just have people bring stuff and we can donate it?" And it just took off from there. So we do that. We also help with gift of love during Christmas Day. Actually, we feed the homeless and the less fortunate.
Wow, Michelle, I need to hang with you more often. Uh, I thought I had a good looking resume, but put it next to yours, and I need to get back to work. That is
What they say
awesome.
is much is given, much is required. So I am very, very blessed, and I always want to give back, and I always want to make sure that people have the same opportunities that I have. Sometimes it's very, very hard for some people, and some people don't need a hand out; they just need a hand up. And
Right.
just small things matter. So we definitely do that. We didn't do it this year because, of course, COVID, but every year, my husband and I donate. Well, we pick a school in New York, and we buy all the school supplies for the
Oh,
class.
wow.
And
Wow.
we adopt a class for the year. So we buy the school supplies in September. October, we do all the Halloween candy for the class. I don't know, for Thanksgiving, I think we did small packages, canned goods and stuff like that for them to take home. Christmas, we're always looking for sponsors to help us buy them Christmas gifts, at least one thing.
Right.
Um, and then we do stuff for Valentine's Day, pizza parties. We try to make a big thing out of it for Black History Month, for
That's
the
awesome.
children, and of course Easter, and then the end of the year school party. So we host that
Wow.
every year.
So you still have very strong ties to New York.
Oh yes, 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 yes. My mom, my siblings, everybody is still in New York. Yeah.
Oh, wow. And here's your
Oh
auntie
yeah, I
again. And
forgot.
you do the
Yeah.
coat drives
Coat
and ship food.
drives.
Oh, wow.
When it was Hurricane, I think it was Harvey, about 3 years ago, we did a massive drive, and my husband, it was just it was amazing how God just works because he was like, let's do something. And I used Facebook, I used social media. I was like, hey, we're looking for donations. We didn't know how we were going to get this stuff down there. And one person led us to another person. We had a trucker. We found a trucker that was going down to that area, and we were able to fill a whole 18-foot tractor trailer full of water, supplies, and stuff like that. And my husband flew down to make sure it got to the right people.
Y'all put that New York hustle on
Yeah, exactly.
it.
Exactly. Exactly. Yes,
You
we
know,
did.
the thing I'm loving about working with Heart for the Community Initiative and all of the other groups that I work with and meeting people like you over the last few months is that I'm surrounded by people who are like-minded. When you're a giver, it's really nice to be around other givers and not so much around takers.
Yeah. And, for me, it was a little bit hard for me to receive. It
Yes,
really, really was. It was hard for me to receive because, well, when you give all the time, and when somebody wants to do something, you be like, no, 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 don't worry about it. No, 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 don't worry about it. And it was like, no, here, take this, and we can, you do this for yourself. So I'm learning, and I just saw her pop up. Yes, I forgot about
uh,
the prom dresses. Yeah, we did that
that's
too.
right. And that's Robert Stokes, one of my
Mm.
childhood friends and classmates. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Thank you for watching. I owe him something too. He just reminded
Oh,
me when I
okay.
saw his name.
Oh, okay.
That is awesome. The work that you're doing, and like I said, it's just an amazing thing to be around people like this. Let me ask you, what drives you when it comes to your business? Because even in your business, even though you know it's for profit, you're really helping people. You know, I
Oh,
read something where you
absolutely.
said we want to help make your vision the vision. You know what I mean? Help bring your vision
Absolutely.
to life. And
Absolutely.
so even in your business and what you do for your community work is all about helping people. What drives that? I mean, did you come from a needy family? Did something happen in life? What was the crossroads, excuse me, in your life that put you here?
Well, we were always the family that gave and supported. My grandmother was the crown of the community. If something happened, our house was the first house that was called to say, this is going on, how do I fix it, or whatever the case may be. So I just grew up that way. And I just have a heart for people. I'm so blessed. I say that all the time because I can pick up a phone and I have a plethora of friends and colleagues, and people say, hey, I need this, and they be like, okay, I got that. Not everybody has that. Not everybody has that opportunity. Not everybody has friends or colleagues or people that are willing to help them. So I just really feel in my heart that everybody needs somebody,
Right.
and I'm that somebody.
That is so you the community auntie.
Yeah, yeah,
And the husband the community uncle.
you're right.
But
Exactly.
look, he's not the uncle that wear them dress socks all the way up to the knees and them shiny
No, no, no,
shoes
no,
with a pair of
no,
khaki socks.
no,
That's not him, right?
no, no, no. He's the New York fitted hat, Timberland wearing uncle.
I got you. I got you. Oh, that's the uncle you call when the nieces get in trouble.
Right.
We call Uncle Riddick.
Right.
I think I want to be his friend. Well, let me ask you, when it comes to your work with civic engagement, of course, I believe that it was at one of the marches that I actually met you for the first time. Um, uh, I would imagine for you, what happened to Mr. Floyd in Minneapolis probably scarred you the same way that it scarred us. Were you involved in that type of thing before that, or was that the thing that kind of pushed you into that type of work?
Well, that's what pushed me over. I've always been engaged, like what's going on and things of that nature, but never was the one out on the front lines. But watching someone die was, I don't know, it just took me to a whole nother place. And I felt that I had to do something. I didn't know what to do, but I knew I had to do something. So what I did amongst my friends is I was like, hey, let's just get on a call. So every Friday, I think we did it for about 3 months. We were on trying to figure out how to help. And it's about 10 of us, and we meet every single Friday, and it's just like, how what can we do? We're starting initiatives. Some people have started businesses and just things to push forward and help the community and really get involved. I was more of the person in the background, making sure everything was going right, but I just found myself in the front line because that could have been my husband, that could have been my son, that could have been my nephew, it could have been anybody. And it's just horrible. It's just horrible how we're just witnessing all these things and there's still nothing. There's still just nothing. It's just like they treat us so bad, and we don't want anything but equality. That's all we want. We want what everybody else has. And we have to speak up, speak out, and every voice does matter. Everyone should speak about it because it's not just a black issue, it's a human issue. I should not be judged by the color of my skin. I should not in 2020. But we are this they're still doing it. So we have to move forward. We have to keep on moving. We have to, keep, how they say, keep on keeping on. and
That's
and
right.
to make sure until we get justice is served.
You said something, and it rings my bell every time I hear it. You said, our fight is for equality. And I said this to a man just maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. We were having a discussion, and he knows that he lacks understanding. And
Hmm.
I thank God that he allowed me to speak some things to him, even though it's frustrating because at this point you think that everybody should know. But the
Hmm.
bottom line is everybody does not know.
That's
But one thing
true.
I said to him, I said, do you realize that all of this time we have never asked or sought revenge? The fight was and still is for equality and for fair treatment and for equal protection under the law. And people are still fighting us. Do you know how that feels? And I think that it did something to him because his whole
Good.
countenance just changed. And it's almost like, man, maybe he never heard that before. And I just want to encourage people. You may not be the type of person like Michelle and I that's going to pick up a sign and show up at one of the rallies and march all through the streets. We gonna do it though. But
That's
you may
right.
not you may not be one of those types. But even having these type of tough conversations,
Yes.
it is so fruitful. Probably goes way further than you know,
Hmm.
probably goes way further than you know, because a lot of people need understanding. The scriptures tell us, and all that get an understanding. Even when you can't agree, that sometimes you cannot come to an agreement, but most of the time you can come to an understanding. And when you come to an understanding, that breaks up a lot of ground, because once we have understanding, now we can have some mutual respect. And when
Hmm.
you have understanding and respect, you're less likely to have a whole bunch of violence and all those other things. So I'm thankful for people like you and all the other people, and not only for being in the movement, but for being one of our successful black business owners. One thing that I'm very, very happy to see is that I belong down to a circle of influence of black business owners who are very supportive of each other. And listen, I want all of my non-black audience to know that we are not being exclusive, as in that we don't support anybody else's businesses. But you would be surprised to know the inside of the numbers when it comes to black businesses. We don't do as well as the others. And so one of the ways that we are combating that in this area is to support each other. And there's a tremendous network of very, very high quality people, high quality businesses, and high quality products. And who better to to advertise to than ourselves? And so I'm so proud of the work we're doing, and you are a part of that. And I want you to tell me about your support, because you sit on the board of a couple of
Yes.
these, and I want you to tell us about that, please.
Yeah, I sit on the board for the Virginia Black Business Directory. It just started this year, in January, and it was an idea and it's needed. There's so many great businesses in the state of Virginia. Um, and black owned, and they don't get the recognition or they don't get the highlight that they need. And for someone that moved here, myself from another state, when I moved here, there was no app or anything to tell me, where can I go get my hair done? where can my husband go get a haircut from? Who's the best mechanic in the area? So this business directory is excellent. It is excellent. It lists so many different businesses. We want to continue to list more businesses. And just so people know, you don't have to live in the state of Virginia. As long as you can ship to Virginia, then you can be a part of the Virginia Black Business Directory. So a lot of people don't know that as well. You can go online, and there's included in your membership. And what gets me is the membership for the year is $10. You're a part of a network that is very, very powerful. It includes an app. There's an online magazine. There's just so many ways that you can get your business promoted. We're starting to have events. We're going to have an event October 17th. We're having a Black Business Expo where people can sell their goods. So if you're interested and you want to get a vendor's table, if you have a food truck or you want a food table, please reach out to the vabbd.com and we'll be able to get you set up.
That is awesome. And for those who live in this area and we're in Stafford, Virginia, let me tell you something. That food truck deal, that that thing is something serious around here. And we had great success with that just a couple of weeks ago over in the commuter lot. So that deal on October 17th, is it going to be much like what we had in the commuter lot?
It is. It's going to be similar to that, but it's going to be more food trucks. We
Mm.
want to stress that it's definitely going to be more food trucks. But now we're going to have table vendors there too. So you're going to have black art out there. You're going to have people selling, products and all types of things. So we're solidifying the location. So I just can't tell you the location just yet, but the information is coming forth very soon. By this weekend, we'll have everything out.
All right, so all of my business professionals down there in the 757, I know several of y'all are
Yes.
watching. Make sure y'all hit me up. And listen, you can also get Miss Riddick's Entertainment. I got this thing crawling across here. So either hit her up or hit me up, because October 17th, I'm telling you now, this
Yeah.
is where you want to be. If you get a good name up here in this area, you are going to make some money.
And we
Ain't that
have a
right?
lot of people from the 757 in the directory too.
Oh, wow. That
Yeah,
is awesome.
we're building because it's not just, and I think a lot of people get that misconstrued too, thinking it's just this area. It's the entire state of Virginia where you can be listed. So from Roanoke to Virginia Beach to Northern Virginia, we're covering the whole area, Richmond, everywhere. So yes, you want to get in the directory. And a great note is the directory is now going to be printed. So remember back old school, the yellow pages and stuff like that. We got a print edition as well. So that's going to
Wow.
be available for sale too.
That's awesome. So once again, for all of our Black businesses, even if you're in a different region, we're in the Northern Virginia region, but if you're anywhere in Virginia, or if you sell goods or ship to Virginia, please contact Miss Riddick, or the how was it, the
VABBD.
VABBD.
Hmm.
Please do that. This is a tremendous resource, and this thing is growing, and you can't beat
Yes.
that for $10 a year. You
10
can't beat
bucks a
that.
year. I think we're up to 600 listings
Oh, wow.
now. Yeah, I think we're up to about 600 listings now. Yeah.
Wow. Look at it. Pastor Garrett said, Riddick Entertainment put on an awesome Valentine's Day dinner with music, great food, great ambiance. Look at him using them big words. Great ambiance, etc. My wife is still smiling. And hey, him and his wife are going to be there on the 17th also with
Okay,
blessed,
great.
with blessed hands.
Oh,
I'm
wonderful. Good.
gonna see if I can get my sisters and my cousin up here from the 757. They got all kind of stuff they can sell. So let me
Oh,
ask
okay,
you
good.
this: for the people who will have food, will there
Mhm.
be a certain license or certification needed for that?
Yes, they have to follow all the guidelines within the state of Virginia. If there's someone that is interested, we're going to have a welcome packet, and they'll get all the information. But they do have to follow all the guidelines given by the state.
Oh, wonderful. Hey, thank you, Pastor Gary Holland. Y'all see that? That is the vabbd.com. That is
Yes.
the Virginia Black Business Directory. That is, I'm going to leave that up there for a moment for those who want to write that down. And I'm imagining that we probably have some entrepreneurs who are watching. And Ms. Riddick, I'm telling you something. I'm learning that my reach is going pretty far. People are
Good.
people are viewing these all throughout the continent of Africa. throughout
Wonderful.
throughout the West Indies, all across the United States. So sometimes the numbers are not as high as far as what you might see on your screen, but you'd be
Hmm.
surprised how many people have watch parties, and then how many people pick
Yes.
the videos up because I leave them on my page and on the Heart for the Community page. So there's a big reach.
Good, good.
We are growing, and thanks to you, audience, I really appreciate you guys. And I'm so glad to see Robert Stokes up here today. I mean, a childhood friend. I'm not gonna tell everybody what his nickname is because he
Uh-oh.
because he almost 50 years old. Now, if he type it up there, I'll say it. But I'm gonna call him Mr. Robert Stokes.
Okay.
So you know how it was growing up in the hood.
Hmm.
Everybody had a nickname, and you
Yeah,
never knew anybody's real name until you had a class
right.
with them. That was awesome. This is awesome to learn about this. Now, you sit on the board of another organization too, and I want to know
Yes,
something about that. Please tell us about it.
yes. That is the United Black Council.
Hmm.
I am sitting on the board. That is another newly formed organization, and that's just bringing awareness to all the plight that is going on in criminal reform. Just bringing light to these issues. We're starting initiatives. We're working within the state of Virginia, working closely with delegates and senators and officials, trying to get some of these laws changed here in the state, and hopefully on a national level as well.
Awesome. That is awesome. And here's another one of my childhood friends, Charles Simpson. I'm not gonna tell nobody his nickname either, unless he put it up here. But these are my guys down to 757. And look, Robert
Okay.
Stokes, you put up there. We call him Pooh Pie.
Oh, all right now, Poopa.
That's right. That's right. One of the best athletes ever to come out of South Norfolk, and everybody
Okay.
knows it. So anybody from South
Right.
Norfolk, they know Pooh Pie.
Okay.
I tell you, this is awesome. Now, the work that you're doing, it is the National Black Council, the Black National Council. I always get it wrong.
The United Black Council.
Lisa, don't get me. I can't remember nothing. The United Black Council. I think
Right.
that is great work. I love what Elisa is doing with that, and
Yes.
also with her two mics up. It is y'all are doing great
Hmm.
work, and everywhere I go, I want to partner with you. So we got to talk
Okay.
about that one because I want
Oh,
to get down.
absolutely. Yes, definitely.
And there it is, Charles Simpson. We call him Junebug since they put it
Okay.
out there.
All right. Well, what's your name? Since everybody putting their names out there.
Nope. Only my
Yeah.
family know that name. Nope. And I don't want none of my family coming up here telling nothing. Well, listen, Michelle, we have enjoyed you. And I want to make sure before we close out, is there anything that we did not cover that maybe you want to cover so that the audience can know what's going on with you?
Well, again, with Riddick Entertainment and Events, we are a full service event planning and travel firm. I think people don't realize that we're a full service travel agency as well. I do a lot of destination events and destination travel, and people think I only do it for groups, but I do, for couples and things like that as well. So if you have, once we can start traveling again and you want to go somewhere, please reach out. We'll be more than happy to assist. As my aunt reminded me, I am also the manager for the Beehive Event Center and Library Lounge in Fredericksburg, Virginia. So if you're looking for a place to have an event, whether it's a birthday party, small wedding, a retirement party, or even corporate, if you are looking to do any type of meetings or anything like that, I'm your girl. You can just give me a call and I can see if that's going to work. For the space is going to work for you. I have something huge coming. It's almost finalized. It's something that the guys will be able to use, and it's coming soon. So I will be making a big announcement soon about that.
All right. And listen, I want you to know you can make your big announcement right here. So if
Oh,
if,
okay,
if
thank
you
you.
if you want to come on Heart for the Community and make your announcement, we will be here for you. And listen, I put
Okay.
this back up here, the vabbd.com, because
Yes.
just in case Gary messed with you, talking about some hey man, she have 57 jobs, 50, 11 jobs. But I want to put that up there just so people can know. Listen, for all of you entrepreneurs out there, you Black business owners, you want to be down with the Virginia Black Business Directorate. It is an awesome
Yes.
thing. And I would say to y'all, you might want to check out what's going on up here in the Northern Virginia region. We got it going on. And I would love to duplicate a lot of what we're doing, especially in the 757. I got love for the 757 because that's where I'm from.
Okay.
And I just want to duplicate a lot of things that we're doing here down there. I think that
Okay.
it will
Well,
work
listen,
well.
we're ready. Like I said, for those who want to participate in that event, let me just say this. We had the food truck festival, the first of its kind in this area, and over 2,000 people showed up.
Wow. And from what I heard, a lot of the food trucks sold out.
Oh, everybody was sold out.
Wow.
No
Y'all
one
hear
left
that?
here with anything.
Y'all hear that? The food
Sold out.
trucks sold out.
Sold
Now,
out.
now, if you're a business
They
owner,
sold out.
that's a good phrase.
That
Sold
that's
out is
what
a
you
good
want to
phrase.
hear. Yeah, that's what you want to hear. Sold out. So we got the food trucks ready. They're going to be, prepared with more food and everything. So everybody definitely come out. It's a great time. We had an awesome DJ. It was just a great, great day. And we just want you guys to go ahead and come on out and participate with this here, just so we can continue to bring these type of events to the area.
That is awesome. Listen, this is why Heart for the Community is on the air doing this type of interview series because a lot of people, had we not done this interview, would have never known about some of this stuff. I don't think that Robert Stokes or Charles Simpson down there in the 757 would have ever known about this. And I'm sure now they'll share the video, they'll go tell people. There's so much going on, so much good. And when we say Heart for the Community, we talk about taking the heart of God out into the community, and this is a part of it. So listen, I don't want any of my non-Black audience to feel like we have left you out. If you have something interesting going on, something interesting to say, please contact me. I would love to talk to you. All right. Heart for the Community Initiative is not a Black organization, and this is not a Black show. But listen, we want to help those who work with us and those who are doing positive things in the community. So if you have an interesting story or are doing interesting things, please hit me up. There may be a space for you, and you and I can go live too. So, Michelle, I am so awesomely happy that you said yes to this interview. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You put out so much good information. I think the audience is better off for it. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. And I really just appreciate the opportunity. And I look forward to seeing you out there and in the streets and, helping each other, help other people having their voice being heard.
That's right. And listen, tell Uncle Riddick with them Timberlands. I said, what's up?
Okay, I will.
Thank you so much. Hey, audience, we appreciate your time and attention today. Listen, at 8 o'clock, I'm going to be a panelist. I can't remember all the information, but I'm going to see if I can share this deal. We've been talking about Black on Black violence and blue on Black violence. I've been invited to be a panelist. I'm gonna see if I can share it to my page. So for all of you who are catching us now, if you stay tuned at 8 o'clock, you're probably gonna see it on my page. Okay. So listen, thank you, thank you, thank you so much, Ms. Riddick. Thank you for our audience. You're awesome. You're awesome. Until next time, may God bless you and may heaven smile upon you. Bye bye.